All right, this week we try something a little bit different and do a entire episode on ranking movies. And we got Rachel back.
Hi, everyone, again.
And I'm Chad, and I'm so interested to see how this is going to shake out.
Yeah, so this was my idea. So if this works, we'll be doing it again with other options. If not, you will never hear from this again. And I apologize.
A failed experiment, if there ever was one.
And this is episode 124. We used to talk about this at work. All right, guys, are you ready for our Tournament of Champions movie?
Yeah, man. I'm so curious as to what the fuck is about to happen.
Yeah, so basically compile them, list the movies, and basically we're going to vote on which one passes to the next one. Simple as that. Just give a reason why you vote for this movie, and that is it.
Okay.
I feel like you guys are not going to like me after this episode because I can be really indecisive.
No comment. I mean, to be fair, I have traveled with Rachel, and the amount of bags that she brought, I'm like, bro, we're going to be going like a day, one day. This time tomorrow, you will be in your bed. What are you doing?
Basically.
All right. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Our first one.
We'll try and be as descriptive as we can for our audio listeners.
Right.
Oh, wait, actually, no. Explain, before we do this, explain what you meant by not just those Disney movies.
What do you mean?
So, a lot of times when people say Disney movies, they think of the animated stuff. But this list is Disney owned stuff. So there's some Marvel in here. There's Pixar. There's Star Wars.
Yes. Broke it down. The different categories are Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and then quote unquote classic Disney.
Hey, editing Chad here. Just wanted to throw out there real quick that we're going to be talking about spoilers on a few movies. So just want to give you a spoiler warning for Wreck-It Ralph, The Emperor's New Groove, Zootopia, Incredibles, and Encanto. All Star Wars movies. Marvel's Avengers, Ratatouille, Toy Story, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Iron Man, The Lion King, Finding Nemo, Up, Captain America, Civil War, and The Little Mermaid. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you need to skip, sorry. We don't dive too deep, but just want to let you guys know. Enjoy.
All right. We're starting off on round one. Wreck-It Ralph versus The Emperor's New Groove.
So I'm torn. This is a really good one. Like, did you do did it like randomly like align these up together? Like how?
Yeah, I made the list and then I went to randomizer.com and randomized the list.
Okay. This is a really good one because like Wreck-It Ralph is a quote unquote modern classic, even though it's over 10 years old. But then Emperor's New Groove is that shit though. Fuck. If I were to throw a vote in, I would go towards Emperor's New Groove. It's Eartha Kitt, David Spade not being a weirdo, John Goodman, Wendy Malick, the cast alone, and I love musicals.
I'm going with Emperor's New Groove too. I love this movie. This is Emperor's New Groove is in like my top 5 stuff.
Oh wow. I went with it too. Emperor's New Groove all the way.
All right, next up, Zootopia versus The Incredibles.
I'll go last. Rachel, you lead us off.
Rachel, you go first.
Well, I mean, this was a little bit difficult because I've never seen all of Zootopia. I've only seen like clips and trailers. But I went with The Incredibles. It's such a good movie. I have a hard time imagining Zootopia being better than The Incredibles.
Okay.
If this was a different, if Zootopia was against somebody else, I'll be on Zootopia all day. But for this one, the original Incredibles, nah, it's not beating the original Incredibles. I'm going with the
Yeah.
Incredibles.
Yeah. So if anybody ever looked at my Letterbox account and it has like your top, I think 4 favorite movies, Incredibles is there. In my opinion, Incredibles is one of the few rare perfect movies. In my opinion.
Incredible moves on. Next up, Encanto versus Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Okay. Matt, why don't you start?
All right, Chad, I need you to start. Remember, which one was The Last Jedi again?
That's the one where Luke Skywalker dies at the end.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Encanto. Just
So-
off, we don't talk about Bruno. We gonna go with Encanto.
That's a good song, but it just felt too Lin-Manuel Miranda-y. And I'll say this. Like, yes, The Last Jedi is a very polarizing movie, and a lot of people don't like it. But I feel like it has a lot of good stuff in it. Like, I love the speech that Kylo Ren says to Rey near the end of the movie, where he's basically like saying, we're fighting a war that we don't have anything to do with. Like, none of this stuff matters. Let's just walk away from it. Let's just burn it all, like, and just start anew. And I just found like that so interesting that like the villain's like, look, dude, like, I don't want to be doing this. I am just stuck in my circumstances, and so are you. Why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the many things. It has a lot of problems, but I like the movie. So I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna go Last Jedi, and I'm gonna make Rachel break the tie.
This one you guys are gonna have to help me out with because I've seen Encanto, but I haven't seen The Last Jedi. And honestly, I didn't like Encanto enough to just say,
Wow.
like,
To
I'm
just give it the
automatically gonna go with that one. So I'm gonna need a little help here.
Rachel. As Miss Musical on this show, I can't believe this blasphemy I'm hearing. Didn't you hear me mention we don't talk about Bruno earlier? You're gonna pick a non-musical over that classic we just got?
So here, oh, wait.
Dad already said that people do not like this movie.
Matt, name another song in that movie.
Was there another one in that movie?
Matt is only voting for Encanto because of Bruno.
Right.
That shows how good the music is in the musical. As in not. If you can only remember one song.
I mean, I just remember feeling like most of the songs sounded the same.
Yeah, because
And-
Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote them.
Right. And then I felt like it was cute, but trying to deal with generational trauma in one movie is really hard to,
How was the music in The Last Jedi, Rachel?
probably good.
Probably not. It was probably not
Sure.
good. They probably recycled some stuff for years ago from the 80s and 70s.
I mean,
See, so at least Manuel is coming up with some new stuff.
no, he's not. That's the problem. He's not. Like, he wrote an original song for The Little Mermaid, and it sounds just like any song from Encanto.
Oh. All right,
Rachel,
you gotta make a decision.
just vote with your heart.
Oh, with my heart. Okay, just give me a minute and then I'll.
All right, I see what she said earlier, how she's very what's the word you used
Indecisive.
earlier?
Indecisive.
Indecisive. I'm like, just pick one. It doesn't matter.
Bro, this is round 3. What the fuck, Rachel?
Right.
Come on.
I know.
I mean, and you gotta also remember, it's not like this is like the final round. You could knock Encanto out later on.
Well, that's the thing is like the way I have it, no matter what goes in the slot, like my other thing is gonna beat it out.
Then it don't fucking matter. Just say Encanto. Let's go.
Actually, I was gonna go with The Last Jedi.
Whatever. It's not gonna.
Right.
It's not gonna make this fucking round.
The Last Jedi.
All right. We got Marvel's The Avengers versus Ratatouille. Ratatouille.
Ooh, this is a good one. Fuck. So if at the end of the day, Ratatouille is a movie about a rat in a kitchen, and that's gross. I'm gonna go with Marvel's Avengers. I like Ratatouille for the record.
Not cute.
You want a rat in the kitchen? You want a rat with handling your food with
No,
rabies?
but this is an animated movie in a magical Disney.
Rachel, it is not a magical.
Oh, Pixar world.
No. I'm harping on the word magical. Do you remember how the movie ended?
Actually, I saw everything but the ending.
Oh, you missed the very important part. The restaurant gets shut down because they find out there's rats in the kitchen. That's the ending of the movie,
no.
Rachel.
That's so sad.
That's gross.
Well, sorry, Rachel. It's gonna be the Avengers because I'm picking the Avengers.
Oh man, okay.
But who? Well, you were going to pick Ratatouille.
I was gonna pick Ratatouille.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't like when like all of the Avengers get together and we have these big fights where like it's just fighting forever and ever. And I mean, it was a good movie, but I just thought Ratatouille was more like different.
Well, no, because this is the one where they first got together. This is like,
That's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's when Annie.
And
was
also,
together.
technically, it's not a Disney movie. It's a Paramount movie.
Right.
Well, not
Um,
technically, it is. Also, man, that line where Cap's like, what do you when Iron Man's about to jump out the plane after Thor, and Captain America's like, we need a plan of attack, and Iron Man's like, I have a
a
plan.
plan. It's the attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
That is classic. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Toy Story. The
do
Toy
we
Story
even
1.
do we even need
versus-
to do we need to deliberate this one? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You
You
know,
need
no,
to-
go
you-
ahead.
no,
No,
no.
go ahead. Toy
No,
Story
you-
versus Doctor Strange.
Yeah, you need to at least say that part, but I don't
Yeah.
think we need to deliberate this.
Right. Doctor Strange all day, right?
You know it. Fucking Benedict Cumberbatch with his terrible American accent.
All right. Rachel.
Yeah, I went with Toy Story.
Ooh, Black Panther versus Iron Man.
Rachel, you go first.
I went with Black Panther. I mean, I really like Iron Man, but I think I would watch Black Panther over Iron Man, and I think yeah, I think it was just the better movie. And
All right,
yeah,
Chad,
I don't
what's your
know
thoughts?
So my vote is Black Panther, but I would rather rewatch Iron Man 1 over Black Panther.
I totally agree on that. I was going to say that my ancestry heritage will not allow me to pick Iron Man,
Right.
but I will watch will not let me pick Black Panther, but Iron Man, yeah, I can watch that all
Yeah,
day.
Iron Man's a more fun movie.
Yeah. All right, next up we have The Lion King versus Star Wars Episode 3.
My vote's Lion King. It's a classic upon a classic. For me, it's not like something I could watch all day, but I can knock out 2 viewings in a day, not back to back. Star Wars Episode 3, it's like at the end of the day, you knew how it was gonna end. So like there really wasn't anything interesting. Well, there were a few interesting things, but it really wasn't doing a lot for me personally.
Rachel?
Yeah, I went with The Lion King as well. I think it's a classic too. Um, yeah.
I second everything of Lion King. Next up, Finding Nemo versus Up.
Interesting. So, am I the only one that feels like both of these movies are
Yes,
These movies are what?
middle of the road?
Oh, that's fair.
I'll go. My vote is for Up. I don't care for Finding Nemo at all.
Rach?
Yeah, I liked Finding Nemo, but I went with Up as well.
See that my thing is like the only thing I like about Up is the beginning when you had the flashback of the couple's life.
Mhm,
But then like all that shit in the middle where they go to the island and dogs are talking, I feel like that's stupid as fuck.
mhm. I agree too.
So Up has already won, but I would vote for me personally, I would vote for Finding Nemo just based off that.
Mm.
All right. Next up is Captain America: Civil War versus Star Wars Episode Six.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, man. I really like this movie. Like the whole Sokovia Court stuff. And it's like, are you Team Cap or Team Iron Man? And I personally feel like they both make valid points. And it all comes down to like Captain America and Winter Soldier stomping Iron Man because Winter Soldier killed Iron Man's family.
Mhm.
Bro. Oh, and the introduction of Black Panther too. Like he was going hand to fucking hand with what's his name without his Black Panther suit on. Who did he
Winter
fight?
Soldier,
Yes,
Bucky,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And going off what Rachel said earlier about she don't like when they get together, I'm assuming Rachel's gonna go with Star Wars.
It was, yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't think she was. Also, like this movie made up for Age of Ultron because it came out right after Age of Ultron, and this was the Avengers movie we wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Next up, the original cartoon Little Mermaid versus Star Wars: A New Hope.
So it's the one with our Black Queen on this list, Matt.
Nah, did not make the cut.
Oh, you know what? We should do like maybe a tier list episode with the live action Disney remakes. We'll have to watch
Ooh.
them, but that might be interesting.
Okay.
So I hear the Cinderella one is really good.
The live action Cinderella?
Yeah, I heard like that's supposed to be the best one, but I've never seen it.
I liked it.
We'll look into that at a later date. Rachel?
Real quick,
Mhm.
Chad, give me a brief synopsis of A New Hope. Do you remember which one it was?
This is the very first one that came out in the 70s. This is the one where Luke Skywalker meets up with Obi-Wan. They meet Han Solo and they blow the Death Star up the first time. And they go into the Death Star and rescue Princess Leia.
Okay. I remember now.
Yeah.
I want to go with Star Wars.
Okay.
I don't like Little Mermaid.
No, I get that. It's fine. Oh, sorry. For me, this version is fine. I like the stage adaptation better because they like kind of retooled some story beats.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd go Star Wars as well. But were you Little Mermaid, Rachel?
Well, I couldn't remember exactly which Star Wars premise it was until you just said it. So at first I was like Little Mermaid, but now I'm like, no, the Star Wars one is classic. So
Okay.
All right. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back versus Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
It would have been funny if it was The Force Awakens versus A New Hope, because they're basically the same movie.
All right, Chad. I need to do your thing. Brief synopsis on both of these.
Okay. Empire Strikes Back is the second Star Wars movie to be released. This is the one that opens up on the snow planet. This is where we meet Yoda. We meet the first black man in space, Lando Calrissian, played by Billy D. Williams. And this movie, the second part of a trilogy, is something that people have tried to emulate so many fucking times in their franchises, but they keep fucking up. The good guys lose in this one, and it's not a graceful defeat either. Like, a motherfucker loses his hand, one of the main characters gets captured. Like, it's all bad. And then The Force Awakens is the first one of the quote unquote new trilogy. We get John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, and it's derivative of A New Hope. There's a lot of good stuff. Like, I feel like Adam Driver, literally through all three movies, was holding the whole new franchise up on his back by himself, in my opinion.
So, Chad, which one you going with?
A New Hope. Empire Strikes Back. Like, if I were closer, I have a poster of it in my home. It is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I'm going with the new Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. Very good. Like, even though I'm a new watcher to the Star Wars stuff, the original three are so much better than the ones after that.
What was your vote, Rachel?
Same.
Okay. Ooh.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings versus WALL-E. All right, I'm about to go first. I love fucking WALL-E. I'm picking WALL-E. Now, Shang-Chi is very good. I like the action scenes and stuff like that. There was minor one caveat, Aquafina's in it. But WALL-E is phenomenal, and I'm picking WALL-E.
My vote is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, because I love my toxic queen. I know that if we ever got together, she'd call me the N-word and say it was a joke, and I'd still stay with her because, I have some problems. But my thing also those first two action sequences were fucking amazing. The one on the bus and then the one on the scaffolding, top notch. I like WALL-E, but it really turned me off that there was live action video in a Pixar movie. That really turned me off.
Really?
Rachel,
have you not seen WALL-E?
I actually watched it today.
And you don't remember that when WALL-E was watching?
No. I remember it. It was Hello Dolly, like one of the musical. It's a musical. I was really happy it was in it. That's why I'm surprised that turned you off of the whole thing.
I like musicals, yes, but I'm here to see an animated movie. This is like when Cartoon Network was like, we're gonna have live action shows. This doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's fair, but does that ruin the whole movie for you?
No, but it's just I had more fun watching Shang-Chi.
I chose WALL-E.
Then WALL-E wins. I wanted to say my piece first because it's like I don't know which way you're gonna go on this one, Rachel, and just in case.
And you make some good points.
Brave versus Aladdin.
I'm foaming at the mouth right now because Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies, and I fucking I don't hate Brave, but I don't like Brave.
You don't like Brave?
No. For the longest time, Pixar movies were the only movies I didn't watch trailers for. And so I'm watching this movie blind. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be a fun romp where a young lady and her mother, go through the motions. And the movie is basically her mom's a bear. And they basically Princess and the Frog did, which I feel like is probably on this fucking list.
It's not.
Okay, but no, I love Aladdin.
Yeah, I went with Aladdin too. I do like Brave, but Aladdin's just such a classic.
Yeah, I love Brave, but I love Aladdin more.
Oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy versus Avengers Endgame.
that the first one or the second one?
First one.
Okay. How
Are you
can
looking at the two?
yeah, like how
That's the
can you
year.
yeah, I mean no, it's oh, okay. It would have been a number after that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I didn't spell that right, but okay.
Matt.
I'm going to go with Endgame.
I mean, I
I
don't
enjoyed Guardians, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, but Endgame was just the climax, or not the climax.
yeah. I mean, I don't feel like that's a contest. Like I feel like that probably should not have even been on the list. It's going to fucking it's got to come up against something like very heavy hitting to like not make it to the end. But yeah, in game.
I had
Rachel.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Interesting. She's gonna make
Yeah.
sure that shit don't make the next round.
Monsters Inc. versus Rogue One.
Oh no. Oh no. Rachel?
I had Monsters Inc. I really, really liked Rogue One. I had to really, really think about this, but I went with Monsters Inc.
Oh no. Shit. Man, the end of this movie always chokes me up of Monsters Inc. But I really liked how everybody died at the end of Rogue One. I guess we should probably should have said spoilers for all these movies at the beginning.
Yes, I guess so.
I'll have editing Chad do it. My vote's Rogue One. You break this time, Matt.
I really like Rogue One, but I like Monsters Inc. I go for replay value. I could watch if Monsters Inc. comes on right now. I can watch Monsters Inc. If Rogue One comes on, probably wouldn't watch it. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna go
gotta
with Monsters Inc.
you gotta be in the right mood for that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right. Last one of the first round. Solo Star Wars story versus a Goofy movie.
A Goofy movie. Like this isn't even a contest.
Rachel?
I had Solo.
What, Rachel? What?
But to be fair, I don't remember a Goofy movie very well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, you already know what we had on here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, that was a -1.
Goofy movie all day. All right.
Round 2. Fight.
Round 2. Star Wars The Last Jedi, Marvel's The Avengers. Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, you made it as far as you could, Last Jedi. That's farther that's farther than on some other people's lists.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I missed one. That's Sorry.
All right.
The Emperor's New Groove versus The Incredibles.
Incredibles all day, every day for me.
Incredibles. Yeah.
I would have picked Emperor's New Groove. I love that movie.
It's about to get interesting this round, probably.
All right. Toy Story versus Black Panther.
Rachel, why don't you go first?
I chose Black Panther.
Interesting. No, I see that hesitation in your face, Matt. I'm gonna help you. Toy Story.
I love Black Panther. I love Toy Story.
Rewatchability.
Toy Story.
Mm.
Sorry, Black Panther. Yes, Toy Story.
Look, we let you get past that first round. That's your affirmative action, okay?
The Lion King versus Up.
Oh no.
Lion King all the way.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Up was up against some bullshit. That's the only reason it's here right now.
Captain America: Civil War versus Star Wars: A New Hope.
Cap.
Yep. Rachel, what's yours?
Wait, I had to.
Are you doing your own bracket?
Yeah, no, I had to print it out because I wanted to write my answers in,
Let's see.
and then follow along that way. And now I'm like losing track of where we are because it's getting a little more complicated. Okay, which one was A New Hope again?
The very first one that
The
ever
first one.
came out.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm going with.
Okay.
See my son. All right. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back versus Wall-E.
Y'all already know my vote.
You already know what I'm gonna do. It's up to Rachel.
Mm.
I had Empire Strikes Back winning.
All right, Rachel. There you go.
Wall-E, we can't be great. They just keep holding us down.
Yeah, look, man, we gotta pollute the environment, okay?
I thought Wall-E was gonna make it a little bit further than that. All right. Aladdin versus Avengers Endgame.
That's a good one.
We can talk it out. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Avengers Endgame.
Wow. Rachel.
Over Aladdin? What?
Yes.
Okay. Rachel's with me. Okay, I'm like, which one we going here?
Aladdin, for sure.
They all can be winners, I guess.
Oh wow. Oh no, we already know.
Monsters Inc. versus a Goofy movie. Rachel. I guess it doesn't
mean,
matter, but
It don't.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't matter.
Let's see. What is it going up again? Oh, yeah. We're
All
gonna have
right.
to.
Round 3. The Incredibles versus Marvel's The Avengers.
How many times do I have to say Incredibles all day, every day?
I had The Incredibles as well.
I ain't mad at either one, but I was gonna go with Avengers. Toy Story. Ooh, Toy Story versus The Lion King.
Oh wow, that's shit. I gotta think about that.
Um,
Yeah, it gets harder and harder.
I am going to go with The Lion King. Even though, they're singing in it, but just can't wait to be king. You can't, those are classics.
Pure classics, yeah.
There was no singing in Toy Story.
Yes, there was.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
You Got a Friend in Me.
Oh,
Well, but the toys weren't singing.
That's fair. You say yours. I want to know if I have to be a tiebreaker or not.
Me, I'm struggling too. Gosh,
Which would I rather see?
I think I have to. Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I was gonna say I think I have to go with The Lion King because I think I would rewatch that over Toy Story.
Yeah, same. Lion King. I feel like if this was for me, if this was Toy Story 2, this would be a lot harder. So I feel like in Chad's grading book, Toy Story 2 is almost a perfect movie.
Better than Toy Story 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's just like lines in Toy Story 2 that just had me so choked up. Like when Buzz and Woody meet up and Buzz is like, you risked your life to save, you once risked your life to save my life, and I wouldn't be your friend if I didn't do the same. And I'm like, you shut the fuck up, you goddamn racist motherfucker, all right? Because you making
All right, next up, Captain America: Civil War versus Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Rachel,
I'm going Star Wars.
Same.
I actually was gonna
love.
go Star. I actually was gonna go Star Wars on this one.
Okay. I didn't think you would. I fucking love Empire so fucking much. It's just nice seeing the good guys not fucking win, which I'm really surprised that you didn't have Infinity War on here. 'Cause I love that fucking movie, man.
I was, but then it got to the point where I was adding like all these like Civil War, Infinity Wars, Endgame, and I was like, well, let me spread this out because then I was like, I was gonna do Guardians, and it was just too much. So I was like, let me go with like the ones I know were good, and then a couple. That's why I had to throw Doctor Strange on there, just because I think it's something else.
I think for a future bracket, you should do lower ranked movies. So like look at the IMDb or something like that and like put like low let
Like Eternals.
yeah, like Eternals or like like was it Chicken Little or something for Disney? Like ones that people don't fucking like and we're like,
Mhm.
oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care for neither one of these.
Have fucking Ant-Man 3 Quantum Mania on what's this? Aladdin versus oh wow.
Aladdin versus a Goofy movie.
Oh wow. Shit. Aladdin. Aladdin's my shit. That's my vote.
I had Aladdin as well.
All right.
You were going Goofy movie? You were riding it to the end?
Yep. To the Where's Fall Off. All
Oh,
right.
this
This is the semifinals. So this one makes it to the championship round. The Incredibles versus the Lion King.
I feel like there should be probably real discussion now, as opposed to this is I'm just gonna keep voting how I've been voting. So okay, here's my pitch for The Incredibles. Like I said, I feel like this is a perfect movie. Like I saw this movie for the first time whenever it came out on DVD, and I was like, this is really good. And I rewatched The Incredibles most recently before the second movie came out. And like I'm sitting there just riveted. Like the writing's on point. There's like no plot holes that I could see. You like the characters. It's just like they're checking all the boxes. They weren't lazy with it. If you got a good sound system, that sequence in the cave when Dash is running at super speed and his body is running faster than the sound of his voice. And so like he's trying to communicate something, but it sounded so distorted. Like the sound design in that scene by itself is fucking amazing. Lion King is awesome, but Incredibles. Come on.
All right, Rachel.
I'm on the fence. I mean, The Incredibles is so good. I don't know if like nostalgia is kind of like clouding my judgment because I've just seen The Lion King more than I have seen The Incredibles.
That's
But
fair.
I also think about like what story is like more original and like The Lion King, for sure there are other storylines like The Lion King. Like it's based on Hamlet, right? And I feel like
Yeah.
The
Plus,
Incredibles
Lion
was,
King, they stole that from the white.
Kimba.
Yeah.
and I feel like The Incredibles was just totally original.
Especially for the time when we weren't being so bombarded with superhero shit.
So
Yeah,
Rachel, you going with the Incredibles?
yeah, I think I have to go with The Incredibles.
Hmm.
Matt, were you gonna go with The Incredibles too?
No, I was gonna go with Lion King. I think, like you said, it's about I think it's like you said, the nostalgia of how many times I've seen it, the songs and everything. So I would have went with Lion King.
Mhm.
Star Wars: Empire Strikes Back versus Aladdin.
Matt, you go first.
I am going to go with Aladdin. I enjoyed Empire Strikes Back, but like I said earlier, with The Lion King, the nostalgia, Genie, Robin Williams. I'm going with Aladdin.
Rachel.
Rachel.
I think I'm
Oh.
gonna have to. Sorry, I just had to think for a second. I think I'm gonna have to go with Aladdin as well.
Same, Cease.
You're giving up on your poster?
I am. Like Aladdin's literally one of my top Disney movies.
All right, championship round for all the marbles, as they say. The Incredibles versus Aladdin.
Ooh.
All right, Chad, you did a very good diatribe about The Incredibles in the last round. Can you make a convincing argument for Aladdin this time?
Oh, okay. I feel like the music, the movie came out like early on in the what they call the Disney Renaissance. And like a big part of what makes Aladdin fucking amazing is the music. Like you got fucking banger after banger. You got was it one jump? That's what it's called, right? The very
I
first
think
song.
so.
Oh, we got One Jump. You got fucking Friend Like Me. You got fucking um
A whole new world.
thank you so much, Rachel. A Whole New World. And then in the 90s was when they were doing the black versions of songs. So you had that one with BB and CC Winans. Like even if your parents never even seen Aladdin, that's on their playlist. They've had sex to that song, just so we're all clear, just so we're on the same page. Yeah, man, the animation is top notch. The 2D is 2D voice, like one of you mentioned, like the voice acting, like Robin Williams is like top of his fucking game. He was so good in this movie that he had to sue Disney as a company. That's how good he was in this movie.
Wait, what? He sued Disney?
Oh, you don't know about this?
No.
So he agreed to do the movie, and also he had at lower than his normal rate, but he is very clear: do not use me, my character Genie, to advertise this movie. And Disney's like, okay. And then what they do, like in all the advertisings,
Right.
Robin Williams, blah 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 blah. So he sued them and won.
Why didn't he want the Genie to be advertised?
I can't answer that question in this moment.
Because
maybe he would have.
Because I'm thinking like he is as far as like Disney and advertising, he is the main thing. So for them to agree to that is just silly.
I mean, he's already saying he doesn't want his full rate. Let's see. Robin Williams, Disney lawsuit.
As he looks this over, Rachel, you can go first.
Oh, yeah, I can't go first.
Then I'll go. I'm going to go with Aladdin. Now your turn, Rachel.
Oh my god. See, I feel like the same thing is happening. Like Aladdin is. I've just watched it so many times. I love the music. The Incredibles is so good. I feel like I have like a nostalgia with Aladdin, and The Incredibles I've only seen once, so I don't know it as well.
Yeah, I think just like, I remember, like you said, just going to my grandmother's house, popping it in on VHS, and always watching it. Is just that would be it for me.
Okay, to roll back. So here's the deal. Aladdin came out in 1992, right? In today's day and age, it's not uncommon for them to be like, oh hey, fucking Steve Carell is Despicable Me, right?
Mhm.
Where you have that DreamWorks mentality of we are gonna make a subpar animated movie, but we're gonna market this around Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy. That was not a thing in 1992. Like you don't get somebody at the level of Robin Williams to be in an animated movie. That just was not done at the time. So he was like, yeah, I'll do your animated movie, but I don't want to be associated with it like that. Just like, you know, how like TV actors, movie actors didn't really want to do TV.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about them promoting the genie on the poster. It's promoting Robin Williams as the genie.
Yes.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah. But my vote's Incredibles. I fucking love the movie. I love both these movies, but I feel like as a whole, story-wise, Incredibles is better. And since for me it's a better story, I could rewatch it more.
All right. So I'm the tiebreaker.
So Rachel, which one you say?
Wait, I thought you voted? You voted, Matt?
Yeah, I already said
Yeah,
Aladdin.
he already said Aladdin.
Okay. Well, Rachel, it all comes down to you.
I don't like this.
It doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Which one do you like more? Just fucking vote with your heart, Rachel, not your brain. What was that in Chicago? Who you gonna trust, me or your eyes? But irrelevant.
I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
All right. And our first tournament for random movies I selected. The winner is The Incredibles. They could have done something else better.
I thought it was gonna be like some fireworks or something.
Yeah, or like big thing that says they won.
Confetti.
Congratulations, The Incredibles.
Good job, Incredibles. Sorry, Wally. I thought we would have had a better run.
Lion King, Avengers.
The other idea I was thinking is TV shows.
Okay.
Because I feel like you could have a good back and forth with TV shows like Family Matters versus Fresh Prince or something like that.
Not sure who I would vote for in that.
I feel like that's harder than movies because like TV shows can start off good and then get worse over time or
Right.
That's true. So you get something like Dexter, which Dexter was good to the last season.
Yeah, I mean, couple seasons, man. That shit fell off like after they killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, Raptor's girlfriend versus I don't know Game of Thrones, because from what I hear, the last couple seasons of Game of Thrones wasn't good.
Right.
So this is workshop. We'll figure something out. See, I appreciate the feedback on your thoughts on this episode. Which ones we got right, which ones you got wrong, which ones you hated. And all my Wally supporters, hit us up in the YouTube comments and let us support Wally. All right. Rachel, thank you for being on the show again. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. You just really trying to be a part of the show because you're gonna be back in a couple of weeks to talk more stuff about Jewish people.
Yay.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Please rate, like, and review our podcast on your platform of choice. If you have any feedback, please email us at weeshtalkpod@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at We Should Talk Pod. Follow
also, Threads. We have Threads. We don't use it, but we have Threads.
And oh no, I have spills. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Follow me on at Mr. King 0257 on Letterboxd. Follow Chad at BOW1213.
And yeah, even though this was a new experience, now you know what we used to talk about at work.